Barber, PoCGamer, also with his podcast Lore Diver, where he goes into all the various lore of D&D in a way that I could never, because I know shit about it. So, I mean, let's talk about what brought you here, what got you here. How did Graeme Barber get here?
Like here? Like
here, to this point.
To this point? I had a very brief brush with like first edition back in the early 90s. It's like literally one character, one session, and then I had one friend's place and a different friend had some other games. Specifically had Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and Other Strangeness, and that like hooked us, and pretty much haven't looked back since. So that got me into gaming, and then I think it was 2013, the Nebula Awards was having that whole blow up with sad puppies and random puppies, and that really pissed me off. I was like, this is junk, and that was sort of my impetus to start PoCGamer. And then through PoCGamer, I started getting more into world building and started applying some of the skills that I got at like university and college and stuff like that with archaeology and geography and stuff like that. And I was like, there's more that can be done. And it's like some anthropology stuff going on too. And I was like, there could be more. I want there to be more. And so I started doing that, and now we're here.
Yeah, now we're here at D&D Live 2019. It's just like, did 2018 Graeme Barber see 2019 Graeme Barber here?
No, absolutely not. Like 2018 Graeme Barber didn't see where 2018 Graeme Barber was.
I mean, since you're a lore master, basically, let's talk about some lore, especially with the announced adventure for later this year, the book that they're dropping in what, 2 days? 2 days.
Yeah, 2 days.
21st. Let's dive into some lore.
Okay.
Tell us about the layers of hell.
The layers of hell. So there's 9 layers of hell. I couldn't tell you the names off the top of my head, like at all.
Right what now. You know. I mean, you just anything you say, you know way more than me.
Every layer of hell is ruled by a different devil. They all have different powers, different things that they're into, different ways they try to net souls and stuff like that. And the only real reason they haven't sort of branched out into more of the D&D multiverse is because, in addition to fighting amongst each other, trying to steal each other's levels and get their people into other people's courts to do stuff like that. They're fighting the Blood War, which is this endless war between the infernal realm of hell and the abyssal realms where all the demons are. And instead of regular D&D is on a good evil axis, this is an order chaos axis instead. And the devils are on the side of order, the demons are on the side of chaos, and they just hate each other. And so that's where this fight's all going down. So they hinted at it and got into it a bit with Mordenkainen's Tome of Foes. Mm-hmm. They were bringing this back, and it was, I believe it was a Planescape thing originally, back 2nd edition. And it's really sort of it's D&D's gonzo setting, where anything goes, whatever your overly fertile imagination can come up with, you can pretty much pull off in these circumstances, because all the regular rules are out the window.
Right. So that's a little bit about hell and all that. Let's shift to Saltmarsh. What do you know about Saltmarsh?
I know that Saltmarsh was originally a Greyhawk series of modules, and that it's happening on the Azure Sea, and that's about as much of that as I know. It was Greyhawk. I'm not a fan. This is a lot of D&D people hate me for saying this, but I'm not a huge Greyhawk fan.
You like what you like.
Yeah. But there's a lot of stuff going on. There's a lot of monsters in there that haven't seen the light of day in a long time. Like the Colinth, they're one of my favorite. They're basically ocean hobgoblins.
I have the book in my bag today, actually. So if I get the opportunity, I'll
yeah,
I started going through the book after I got it on Friday. But I really haven't gotten back to it. But I mean, I'm excited. It kind of connected. Well, not connected, but it's a great resource for a homebrew campaign that I'm working on. So I'm like, I'm excited to see stuff.
It is fantastic for that. Like, it's a lot of the stuff can be ported directly into like any seaside area in any setting. So that's a really good feature of it. And that's just for me looking through. I was like, I can use that. I can do that. My characters love that. And by love, I mean like they will not.
They will not love it.
Yeah, they will not love it.
They'll love it after the fact. Or before the fact. But during the fact, they're like, no, thank you. So yeah, I mean, what has been the weekend like for you?
For me, it has been a weekend of meeting people in real life that I only knew electronically. Like there's you.
Yeah.
There's the Riders from Waterdeep crew. There's the Dames, and a whole bunch of other people. Like too many people for me to like mention or like remember off the top of my head that I finally got to like meet and like say hello to. And what was cool is they were all as cool in real life as they were online. Like none of them were horrible people, which is awesome.
That'd be something.
Yeah, it happens sometimes, you know.
Like,
you know someone online and you meet him for real life, you're like, oh my god, this guy's a jerk. Like, why is he? So there's that, and then there was the game we had today, which is fantastic. Like, I haven't been a player since D&D Next, so this is fantastic. I got to be a player again.
I did get some pictures, a bit of video, which the audio might be okay. I don't know. Since I was like using the mic to try to get the directional mic, so. Who knows what it picked up? I haven't reviewed it, and I probably won't really get the chance until I get home.
That's fair.
But I did get some video from that, got some pictures, and of course, we hung out last night somewhat for a bit.
Yeah.
And that was fun. I had great dinner, got to talk. I mean, it's like, as much as playing the game with people is great and engaging about the game, there is always that moment where you can just do stuff outside, not related to that, and you're just basically talking and hanging out and really conversing, which is just a great experience, and it brings people closer,
It is.
So it's like this moment, last night, and just very small moments throughout the weekend where you get to kind of, it's like, let's talk, not just D&D, but whatever other interests. So it's been a really great weekend. I mean, there can always be improvements. And I, of course, have a lot of stuff to bug Greg Tito about, even outside of what I've already bugged him about. But just kind of coming together, especially as this weekend gave me, really like a lot of people know and engage with online, but it's different in person. The conversation flows differently, and so it's like I really enjoyed myself this weekend. Overall, looking forward to what I have planned and whatever other people have planned afterwards. And for next year, hopefully we can do even bigger and better.
Yes.
It's a lot of stuff. A lot of stuff in the air for the next year between people I've talked to, myself. And so hopefully by the time D&D Live 2020 shows up, everyone will be in a bigger, better space for a lot of aspects. And we just, and it's more opportunities for people to support us in the work we're doing. So, I'm hyped for it. I'm excited.
Yeah.
What does Graeme have planned? At least, any plans you have for next year?
For the next year, more content on the blog. Keep doing Lore Diver. It's been going really well, and as of this weekend, I'm not going to be competing with Game of Thrones anymore on Sunday nights. So I feel I'll probably get more viewers. So do that. We're working on my own game, Sojourner. which
Oh
is
yeah, with the same stuff.
minimalistic sci-fi sort of game. So I'll be working on that. And I think the other big thing that I'm looking at is like this was my first actual like, con experience at all.
Really?
Yeah, of like any scale. Like
what? Now
yeah.
I'm like, oh my goodness, how? Like oh wow. You can go to more cons.
I need to go to more like the first con like any sort I ever went to was just a local one where I live, and it was like literally one like convention room in a hotel. Yeah, and like that was it. Then like we went to it again this year, and there's a few more rooms. But
yeah,
this is the first one I come to that's like an actual like sort of more industry. There's professionals here and everything
those
else.
Big cons. I mean, at the same time, they can be hella expensive, especially the first thing you have to travel. Like you're going cross country, it's gonna be expensive. How just even a local con when it's big, it's gonna be expensive, and it's just like. But if you can afford it. Which I mean, especially for a lot of people of color, is now an option, especially on the edges or not in the industry on the fringes. It's not always an option, but like if you get the opportunity, just it is great to go. And I mean, I know I'm doing PAX Unplugged. Well, I don't know for sure if I'm doing PAX Unplugged then, but hopefully since it's local for me, that should be another one I'm doing. And then Big Bad Con, I know I'll be there. So, I mean, there are a bunch of other industry conventions and just regular conventions that I wish I could go to. And hopefully, since a lot of them are still coming up, something changes in between now and then. But it's just, I love to use those concepts to make new friends, especially since, I try to seek out people of color when I can. And, of course, I'd love to see more people of color at the convention. So... Yeah, I mean, what's some of your favorite lore? Like, what's a bit of lore that you really love? You can like talk about all day.
The Days of Thunder in the Forgotten Realms, and the like the Crown Wars, like that block of history. I can talk about that like for stupid lengths of time, and there's a couple. There's like Branch of Rifts. Like we played that game a lot when I was younger, and I've kept up with what's going on, and I've got like a ridiculous amount of like useless information in my head about that game, and its lore and how it possibly connects to a lot of other games being put out that were put out with the same company. It's pretty wild. But right now, like with D&D, I'm focusing most of my lore stuff on that is focused on Forgotten Realms because it's the current default setting. Yeah, and there's just so much lore and background information in it that if you just sort of like just buy the regular books and just go off that stuff, you never know it exists or like it's an option to even like tie into your game. And I want people to have better games with like more stuff, more uniqueness. And more use of this like deep lore. 'Cause, I mean, at one point the planet was being like fought over by like a bird race creator group, a snake one, like an amphibian one, and giants. Were like all fighting over the planet at one point, but you'd never know that in like in a lot of the newer books and stuff like that. So,
I mean, as I say, my lore knowledge is shit. So anything you're like telling me now, it's largely news to me. So yeah, I mean that sounds great. Of course, Lore Divers Sundays at what time?
Sundays 8 p.m. Pacific time.
All right, so it's 11 Eastern Standard. Yeah. So yeah, that's where you can catch Graeme Barber, PoCGamer, Lore Diver. Check him out. Follow him. He'll fill your head with knowledge and shit.